Okay. Let's get this party started in here. Hey everyone, this is James from Dividend Stock Talk, brought to you by the 10-Minute Trader, where I invest in dividend stocks for weekly cash flow, taking you along for the ride for a safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. It is Tuesday, September 10th. Remember Redneck, what's happening? Zach, Eddie, Ricky, woohoo, everybody's here. I'm just getting started. Anyway, Darbin Lee, how's it going there, man? It is September 10th, 2024. We're getting ready to start. We are in week number 11 of the third quarter. Now, there's only 13 weeks in a quarter, so we have this week, next week, and the week after. Then we're jumping into the fourth quarter. Can you believe that? The fourth quarter is here already. Day Trader, Follow, Kasi. Who else we got? Omwet, Spicy, Dolph. Isa Newsy. What the heck is that? All right, so let's jump in, let's get started, and let's just get going. First thing I want to look at today is going to be some Intel. I like Intel. Or should we finish up with, ooh, check this out, Walgreens. Check out Walgreens. 30 days ago, we were at 1080. We topped off at 1120. Dropped down way down here, and we have 3 days to the upside. I love 3 days to the upside. Cody, how are you doing? Eliza, Tim, Infinite Sky, Blockhead Fred. What a freaking cool name. John Bassett, what's happening? Freely Beauty, ooh, lovely. Poppy CC. Who am I forgetting? Beanie Boy. Joe, what's happening? And Michael Bowie. All right, so Javier, ¿qué pasa, amigo? Bubba the Love Sponge. I don't know if you ever heard of Bubba the Love Sponge. You think swing QQQ for the next day, okay? Not 100% sure about the Qs. I don't really trade the Qs. How do I feel about Walgreens dropping today? Walgreens didn't drop today. Okay, Jerry, check it out. Walgreens is actually up today. Okay, 3 days the upside. And it depends what you're looking at. Are you looking at the highs of the day, or are you looking at the lows of the day? I'm looking at the lows of the day and the closing of the day. Okay, that's 4 days to the upside. That's the way I'm looking at it. Frank, Rick, Sammy, Jeshua, and Messina, Me Farmer, Cool Beans. All righty, okay. Jack, Brandy, Bama Redneck, what's up? What's up? All right, so let's look at this for a second. Now, you got to ask yourself, do I like Walgreens? Well, I like Walgreens. That doesn't mean you should. Retired Monkey. That's a cool name. Jared, JJ, Jersey, what's up? I thought it was down 0.34%. Well, it all depends on, Jerry, really depends on how you look at it. Look at the numbers, okay? Look at the bottom. Okay, that's Thursday. Friday was up. Yesterday was up, and today's up. Definitely going to the upside. I like that. Alfredo, Christina, Todd. What's happening, everyone? All right, let's see how long I can last tonight. I tried not to do any talking today, and I didn't. I did very, very little talking today. What stocks you trade? I trade about 300 different companies. I keep a close eye on them just to make sure what they're doing. Okay. Jerry, that's a bad idea. Seriously. Okay? Don't take my word for anything. All right. That being said, what else do we want to take a look at today? Now, Walgreens, I like. Cool. Went up a little bit. I got $9 calls on Walgreens for FR. Cool beans. Chevron, too late in the week for a covered call. Well, DIS, let's check it out. Oh no, that's funny. Okay, so we're going to take a look at Chevron, CVX. Now, why are we thinking about CVX, a covered call this week for Chevron? Well, let's take a look at it. Yeah, I'm going to say no to a Chevron call. DIS. Now, the reason why I'm saying that is I like 2 days to the upside. Well, we have a new bottom today. Disney buy for next week. Well, let's take a look at Disney. Why not? Q calls for tomorrow morning or no? Okay, Juzg. I have no idea how to even pronounce that name. Juzgapar? I don't know. Juzgapar. That sounds like it to me. Juzgapar. All right. Qs. Now, I don't like Qs. Only because they're not consistent. They keep going up and down. I like consistency with the dividend increase. Meat Hog Barbecue TT Shop. That's what I'm going to go by. Martin, Kevin, Brock, Jack. I don't do the Qs. Thanks, Redneck. You weren't serious about not trusting you. Now, Jerry, to be 100% honest with you, man, don't believe a word I say. Do your research. Does it make sense to you? You're the only one you have to convince. Well, you and your wife, of course, or significant other. I don't judge. But think about it. Chevron, no, it's not Chevron. Walgreens. Jerry, Walgreens has been around for 170 years. They got 8,700 stores, and they own a lot of stuff. You trade Costco? No, Costco's a little out of my price range. Sorry. Okay? Every decision I make is the wrong decision. Jerry, it's not that bad. Think about it. Let's take a look at Walgreens again. WBA. Whoops. WBA. Okay. Now we see where the high is. We see where the low is. See, as 3 days ago was the 30-day bottom. Look at it. There's your 30-day bottom right there. I mean, you can look at it any way you want, but you really cannot argue with the fact that 4 days ago was the bottom. Okay? Higher, higher, and higher still. I mean, it's going to the ups. It depends on what you're looking at. Now, if you're looking at just the tops, well, yeah, today was a little bit of a pullback. If you're looking at the bottoms, well, yeah, up, down, up. But if you look at the body, look at the body of the stock. It's definitely going towards the upside. Okay? And that's about how long have you been trading for? Over 20 years. Can you believe that I've been trading for 20 years? Wow. I actually started trading when I think when my second son was born. Before my daughter was, I think right before my daughter was born. No, wait a minute. Yeah, I was trading right around when my daughter was born. I don't remember. It's been over 20 years. Not much I do know. All right, so I like Walgreens. Let's go back to Chevron, CVX. Now, somebody wanted to know, is it too late to do Chevron for the week? James, I think Jerry is in at Walgreens at 12 and not sure what to do. Yeah, hey, Redneck, me and Jerry have chatted for a little bit. Number one thing, Jerry, do not sell at a loss. It's Walgreens. If you really don't want to keep it, there are other things you can do. Go further out. You swing trade, I suppose you can call that. My style of trading is really dividend capturing and covered calls kind of merged together. I call it dividend capturing 2.0 because it's a little bit different. What trades are we looking at? All right now we're looking at Chevron. Okay, somebody asked, is Chevron still a good opportunity for this week? Well, let's take a gander at it. Okay, a year ago it's the high around 172. Bottom was today. So no, the answer for today's question, is Chevron a good opportunity for a covered call this week? For me, I can't speak for you guys, but for me, it's going to be a no, because today is the 30-day bottom. I don't like 30-day bottoms. I like a 30-day bottom when it is followed by a couple of days to the upside. All right? Now, could this be the bottom? Well, it could be. It might not be. Well, let's zoom into it and take a better look. Okay. Well, here you go. Now, we thought last Friday was the bottom, right there, because Monday was an update. Cool beans. But no, today she pulled back just a little bit. Which ticker is he on? I'm on CVX. Charlie Victor X-Ray. CVX. It's called Chevron. Poop Person 46. Really? That's a cool name. Pleasure Your Smith. Pleasure Smith. Carlos, ¿qué pasa? Juno, Elena. Okay, anyway. So I'm going to say no to me personally. Okay, you guys got to decide for yourself, but I'm saying no to Chevron Because look where we are. 30 days ago was the high at 150. The bottom is actually today. So I'm going to keep my eye on Chevron for the next few days, because as soon as it finds the bottom, which it may be today, okay, it may be tomorrow. We don't know. Because to isolate a 30-day bottom, you actually have to have 2 or 3 days to the upside. So let's take a quick look over here. Let's go 1 day. All right, here's a bottom right here. 1 day, 2 days to the upside. Then she kept going. Look at right here. Bottom, 1 day, 2 days to the upside. Then it kept going. Now, yeah, it went up and then pulled back. Well, I'm only looking for 1%, so it's really not that difficult. 17, really? It's only 17 registered? Hell with it. We're only doing about an hour. See how long my voice can last today. Yesterday we did an hour and a half. T-Dog! What's happening, T-Dog? Sweets, cool name. One and only. Retro Legend. I don't know what that means. All right, Martin. Mila. Nice name, Mila. Sheila. Woohoo! How you doing, Sheila? All right, let's keep on going. So that was Chevron. Next, I want to take a look at Intel, because we looked last week and we found a bunch of stocks, I'd say about 12, that actually look good for this week. So let's take a look at them. It's Tuesday. Why the hell not? Now, tomorrow's Wednesday, middle of the week. Now, it's very challenging sometimes to find a good trade on a Wednesday, because you got to remember, as an option sellers, that's what we're looking at. There's a big difference between an option buyer and an option seller. Considering 80% of all options expire worthless, well, I want to be on the side, because the debate is now. Oh, really? There's a debate tonight? Oh, do you think I really care? I don't do politics. And ask yourself a serious question. Grady Brooks, okay, ask yourself a serious question. If you think the debate is going to be that wonderful, think about it seriously. When has a president ever changed your life personally? Now, I remember all the way back to Jimmy Carter, okay? Not a single president has ever affected my life personally, okay? Never, not once. So I really honestly don't care who sits in the big seat, okay? Because we little guys, we're going to get screwed over regardless. Grady Brooks, yes. No. Okay, Grady Brooks, you can't give me a yes and a no. What were we talking about? You ever watch Family Guy? Yeah, I watched it once or twice. Okay, so let's get back to where we are. Chevron, like I said, I'm going to say no to Chevron because it is at a 30-day bottom at this moment in time. So that's going to be a no. Next one on the list is MPW. Now, I've got MPW in several accounts. Okay? And she actually pulled down today. Cool beans. All right, so here we go. A year ago, we're at 675. We bottomed out at 275. Now we're currently at 480. We had a nice little run for the past week and a half. Okay, I'm into it. Like I said, 3 different accounts. I'm in at 450 in one, 490 in another, and I think 470 in the other. All right, so let's take a look at the last 30 days. Because to me, that's the important thing. 30 days ago, now the reason I say 30 days is important because I want to see what the stock has done last week and the week before. Because most of the time, today is a little bit like yesterday. And yesterday is a little bit like the day before. It's like the day before, so on and so forth. And then very little subtle changes over the time frame. So 30 days ago, we're at 466. We went up, we pulled back. We went up, well, now it's time to pull back. Great. Jesus, I don't do penny stocks. Sorry. Okay. Now, I tried penny stocks decades ago. Didn't work for me. The nice thing about penny stocks is getting into them is easy. You can get a great deal getting in to a penny stock. Try getting out of one. That's a tough one. Because there's like hardly any commissions whatsoever getting into a penny stock. Getting out of a penny stock, that's where all the commissions are. And yeah, I'll be lucky if I can last an hour. Ooh, that felt good. I'm going to try one of those throat lozenges. See how that works out. Okay. See how that cough drop works out. Oh, no. All righty. So let's keep on moving. Next on the list, oh, we're on MPW. Now, MPW at this moment in time is 483. Now, yesterday it was 499. Well, now it's time to go on the downside. Now, in about a week or so, we're going to be back down to here. Perfect opportunity to jump back in. Charles, what's your definition of a penny stock? Less than 10, less than 5, less than $1. Less than $1 a penny stock. I think over $1 is pink slips. Okay. So, if you like MPW, currently at 480, the fives are going for 14 cents a share. Now think about it for a second. If I bought it, oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. Damn it. That's September. I don't want to look at that. I want to look at this week's. Here we go. That makes more sense. This week's, it's only going for 3 cents a share. Not quite your 1%. But look at your fives, the puts. The puts are paying 20 cents a share at 5. That is a 4% rate of return. But here's the thing, you got to buy it at 5. Well, I like it at 5 because that's what it does. It goes up to about 5, it goes down to about 4. It goes up to about 5, it comes down to about 4. Decide where you want to jump in, where you want to jump out, and then go from there. All right, that's MPW. I like MPW. Next on the list, Albemarle, ALB. ALB. Wow, things awfully slow today. Got a lot of people jumping in and joining, but there's only 56. Wow. Option trading is more profitable than intraday trading. Hey, well, Raul, thank you for that. You're absolutely correct. If you know what you're doing. Okay? 80% of all options expire worthless. What am I trading? I'm trading dividend stocks for weekly cash flow. Marico Cruise. All right. Albemarle, a year ago, we're at 190. Drops all the way down. Here's our 30-day bottom right here. Okay, here's our 30-day bottom on the 14th. From that 30-day bottom, she jumps up to the 30-day top. Now that was 71.97, and it jumps up to 94. From 71 to 94, that's a nice little jump. I am from India, and you? I am from Florida, the home of Mickey Mouse. All right. So from our 30-day high at 95, she drops all the way down to our 30, well, it's not a 30-day bottom, but it's a new bottom. And it's a double bottom, 75.32. It was on Friday and today. But if I liked it, what am I looking at? Well, at 78.62, I'm looking at the 79. The 79 is going for 140. And that's just for 3 days. That's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That's still 1%. What I'm looking for is a safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. And if I'm buying it at this price here, selling this option here, and I'm collecting 140, well, that's almost 2%. Now, 2% for 1 week, well, that's kind of nice. That's over 100% for the year. And if I do that consistently, well, I'm perfectly happy with that. All right. Next on the list, I can't believe you guys haven't given me a single stock yet. Only 61 people here. That's weird. Jellyfish liked the live. Cool beans. Grady. I won $20 scratch off. Then I got hit by a dude in some rollerblades and lost it down the storm drain. Alrighty. Next on the list, AAL, American Airlines. Interesting. American Airlines. Tesla's going to be a no. Sorry, Christian. Tesla does not have any dividends, and I'm looking for... You see the name of the show? Dividend Investing for Weekly Cash Flow, or Dividend Stock Talk. Has to do with dividends. Yeah. Tesla doesn't have dividends, so Tesla's going to be a no. All right. A year ago, we were at 14. Our high is at 16 and a quarter. Our bottom's at 9. We're currently at 11. Grady, what's your most recent investment? My most recent investment? I think it would be MPW. Yeah, I bought some MPW the other day. All right. So here we are right now at 11. Okay, so the 11 is going for 19 cents a share. Well, that's over 1%. Now, here's something interesting for you guys to see if you didn't see this. Now, I remember I touched on this yesterday, but here I'm going to show it to you again. The last traded price is $10.99. Okay. The bid, $10.96. The ask, $10.97. Both the bid and the ask are lower than the last traded price. When that happens, the market maker has a tendency to push it down. So if you're like American Airlines, more than likely, see, 30 days ago, we're at $9. Now we're at 11, and now she's coming down. So that is an idea for 3 weeks out. So I'm going to write American Airlines for 3 weeks out. Oh, it's already written down 3 weeks out. Okay. New Year Boutique, how are you doing today? All right, now, just to let you guys know, I might be able to only do this for an hour. Now, remember, the last couple of days, I cut it short because my throat, I've almost lost my voice, and I don't want to actually lose it. So I'm gonna do it right up to a certain point, then we're gonna have to pull the plug. All right, so last night we did an hour and a half. Let's see what we can do today. All right, so American Airlines is gonna be put off till a couple of weeks. Ooh, let's take a look at Dollar General. It's not an allergy, okay? It's talking too much. Now, when I was in the service, I was a cadence caller. I don't know if any of you guys know that. That's the idiot who starts yelling, on your left, right, left, right, left. You know, that kind of bullshit. Yeah, that was me. Do you trade ODX, SPX? Nope, neither one. Sorry. I only like dividend stocks. Yep, I have allergies too. It's not an well, it could be. I don't know. American Airlines is going to be no, so Dollar General is next on the list. I love that big drop. Do you see this big drop right here? Now, the reason why I like the big drop is because you make your money in the stock market when you buy low and then you sell high. Well, you can't get any lower than this year. Okay, this is the absolute low of the year. A year ago, we're at 129. We jumped up to 170. Then we jumped to 125 in the end of August. And then we dropped from 125 down to 80. That's a $45 drop. If you think that's not going, that's a no. If you think it's not going to jump to the upside, yeah, I got some news for you. Okay, last 30 days. Here we go. 30 days ago, we're at 116. We topped out at 126. Okay, then from 125 on the 30th, we dropped, what is that, 125 to 85? That's a $40 drop. A $40 drop on a $125 stock. That's a 25% drop. Good, thanks. Hope you're doing better. Have we done Macy's yet? No, we haven't done Macy's yet. But I tried not talking very much today. But here we are. Let's see how far we can push it without doing any damage, all right? So that being said, I like Dollar General. We got our bottom over here. That was last Thursday. Friday was up. Monday was up. Today is a little bit of a pullback. I'm a little bit leery about that. But still, I like Dollar General at this bottom here. Sinbad! No big screen on YouTube. Just you on screen. Really? Come on. Wow. We have issues here. Display capture. Okay. All right. Well, let's see how that worked. Now, for that, let's go back here, give it a second or two, give it some time to reset, and we'll jump on over and we'll take a look at YouTube. Does anybody know if this is live on YouTube? Anyone? No? All right, well, let's swing on over. Swing on over, just move it on over. I won't just slide it on over. Move over, cool dog. A hot dog is moving in. Change my lock. Oh, wow, wait a second. It's not broadcasting at all. What the hell? Okay, well, let's try this one more time. Okay, it's stopping. Hold on a second. Let it stop first. We'll come back to it in a second or two. Laurie, I subscribed today. Do I get to watch in the morning? Yes, you do. Every evening, I send out a link to the live Zoom call in the morning. So you'll get that tonight, Laurie. WA could drop another 50%. I don't know, Mickey. Think about it. How low could it actually go? Ooh, for the fun of it, let's see. Wow, it's not stopping at all. All right, let's do this. All right, we just canceled the whole damn thing. Mickey Tomasi, you never know. Yeah, but I seriously doubt it's going to drop another 50%. Yeah, it is what it is. Oh, OBS crashed. Launch anyway. So let's see what happens. See if we can launch it again. All right. While we're waiting for that, remind me later. Start streaming video broadcast. All right, give it a second. Restart it. Okay, so in a few seconds, we'll check it and see if it's actually started again. All right, that being said, Dollar General, I like it. Here we are here at 80.69, 81.25. The 81's going for $1.02. You're just making you 1% if you like Dollar General. Remember, never buy something you don't know and you don't understand. Well, Dollar General, there's a lot of those stores around. I actually don't know how many stores around, but I know here in the St. Petersburg area, there's got to be at least 3 or 4 of them. And that's just St. Petersburg. Okay? All right, let's check. See if she's streaming. And there she is. That don't look right.
No.
All right, yeah. See, there it is. It's working now. She's working now. All right, so let's go back to where we were. All right, here we are. All right, that's Dollar General. So let's keep on going. What else you guys want to take a look at? Siri, S-I-R-I. Siri, check it out. Here's the high. Here's the bottom. Oh, no, a new bottom today. A new bottom today in 25 area. So the high was 57.50. A year ago, we're at 42.50. And we got a 24.75 bottom. Julie, how are you doing? And Nathan's here too. Nathan, mad scientist. Well, cool beans. Eric Mofat. Johnny, cool cat. And Tony B. All right. Last 30 days for Siri. That's for those of you who like Siri. 30 days ago. Okay. 30 days ago, we're at $30. We jumped up to $36.50. And our bottom is today. So I like Siri, but I'm going to wait for the bottom. Now, it could be today. I want to see what happens tomorrow, and I want to see what happens the next day. So I'm going to write Siri down for next week to keep my eye on it and go from there. been stolen. Digital money. Laurel. The mechanic. All right, let's keep going. All right, so Siri we're going to hold off on because it's a 30-day bottom is today. I don't like 30-day bottoms. I like to isolate a 30-day bottom, which means I'm going to wait for 2 days to the upside before I even think of jumping in to Siri. But right now at 27, see, something doesn't look right. Something definitely don't look right. Now, the reason why I'm saying something don't look right, Siri is not at 27. Okay? You got the numbers for the stock here, but look at the options. 5, 550, 6, 650. Something definitely ain't stirring the Kool-Aid today with Siri, because Siri's not a $20 stock. It's more of a $5 or $6 stock. I have no idea what's going on. All right. United Airlines. UAL. Ooh, United Airlines is going to be a no for today, and the reason being, take a look at this. The last 30 days, see, 30 days ago we're at 37. Now we're at 48, and today is the first day of it dropping down, because 30 days ago at 37, from 37 to 48, that's a $10 increase, and a $10 increase on a $40 stock is 25%. You got a 25% increase in a month. Well, of course you're going to have profit taking. It all depends on how much profit taking is there actually going to be. Larissa, I sold Siri last week, and it was less than $3. It went up 800%. Not necessarily so. Hassan Pfeffer, how are you today? Heinrich and Hassenpfeffer. Void? Hi, how you doing, Void? All right, so let's take a look at Siri. S-I-R-I. Yeah, no way. Those numbers just don't look right. So let's go take a look at Yahoo Finance. S-I-R-I. What the fuck? It's not $28. Because a couple of days ago, it was in the 5s. That can't be right. You know what? Whoops. Let's go here. And let's see what I actually bought Siri a while ago. So let's take a look. When did I buy Siri? Okay, not first week, not second week, not third week, not fourth week, not the 5th week. Not 6th week, not week 7. Week 8, week 9, week 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. You know what might be easier? This might be easier. Hold on a second. This might be a little easier. S-I-R-I. Profit and loss. No, I don't have Siri in this account. Okay, Siri in this account. Come on. Siri. Okay. S-I-R-I. I know I bought Siri. Okay, so let's take a look at it. Okay. Okay. In July, I bought Siri at $3.50. So how the hell can it be up in the $20 area at this moment in time? SIRI. Okay, so if it says July 15th, Siri was at $3.50. That's definitely not right. Because, see, I bought it at $3.50 back in July 15th. And here it says July 15th, it's 37. Something ain't stirring the Kool-Aid here. There's an error here somewhere. It's a 1 to 10 stock split. No, that would be a reverse stock split. No. See, a stock split is where you have one share and then you make it to 10 shares. So, do you remember when NVIDIA, now a couple of weeks ago, NVIDIA was $1,200. They did a 10 to 1 split. So from $1,200, a 10 to 1 split brought it down to $120. A reverse split would be 10 to 1, not 1 to 10. No, wait a minute. A reverse split would be 1 to 10, not 10 to 1. Yeah, so a reverse split. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. Now, I didn't know they did a reverse split. All right, so let's take a look at Siri. Okay, so they do a reverse split. Now we're sitting at 27.38. I like 2 days to the upside, so I'm waiting 2 more days before this thing turns around, goes back up. Liberty Media, never heard of it. Sorry. Hassan Pfeffer, you think that's funny? Marathon Man wants to take a look at Starbuckies. SBUX. Now, Starbucks. Now take a look at this 30 days ago. Now, I had Starbucks at, let's go backwards for a second. All right. See, I bought Starbucks here at 88. And then the very next day, okay, so remember I tell you this every once in a while, you're going to buy something and it's going to drop. Well, I bought Starbucks here at 88. Very next day, she's down to 74. How do you think I felt? There was a split off and a merger. That's right. Calvin Hill, how are you today? John Jr., Mateo. Okay, so that being the case, currently we are at 30 days ago, okay, we're at 75.11. She jumps up, she hits a big gap up, and then hits a top at 98.50, drops down a little bit. Now, see, here's our new bottom right there. This is what I'm looking for. A bottom here, 2 days to the upside. That I like. Okay, bottom here, 2 days to the upside. You get what? 7 days to the downside. The 30-day top here, 7 days to the downside, 2 days up. We're at 93.34 and currently 93.65. The purchase price, the 94s are going for 69 to 76. Not quite your 1%. But for next week, you get 137. That's over 1%. Okay, so on a Wednesday, it's a little challenging because we only got 3 days left. Okay, now as an option buyer, you have one thing. But we as option sellers, well, that's what I am. I am an option seller because 80% of all options expire worthless. That's the side I want to be in. Hey, Doc's here. How's it going there, Doc? And Mikey Lloyd is here. Okay, someone wants to take a look at MSTR. Now, I don't think MSTR is on my list, and I'm not 100% sure why it's not on my list. Oh, shit, that's good. Ooh. All right. So let's keep on going. All right, next on the list. MSTR, really? MSTR. 129. Okay. MicroStrategy. MSTR. All right, I want to look at dividends only. Ah, that's why MSTR is not on my list. It has no dividends at all. So if we're here on a dividend channel, you know, dividend stock talk, why are we looking at a company that doesn't have dividends? Check it for my pal, Hassenpfeffer. You'll want to take a look at Halliburton. Well, I actually own some Halliburton, so let's take a gander at it. HAL. Ooh, a new bottom for Halliburton. Now, remember, we were looking for a new bottom on Halliburton. All right, so a year ago, we're at 43.95. Currently, here's our 30-day outlook. Well, 30 days ago, we were at 31. Then we hit 32.50 as a high. Now we're down at 28.31. What bottom did we hit? Well, we hit that 27 something. 27.96 is our 30-day bottom. Now, we thought Friday was a 30-day bottom because Monday was an up day. Today, she opened up higher, which was awesome because we have 2 days to the upside, but then no, it came in crashing down. So today has a new 30-day bottom, and we're still looking for 3 more days before we decide whether or not it's a good opportunity to jump in. Because remember, this could be the 30-day bottom. Tomorrow could be lower. Could be. We don't know. Okay? The last traded price was 28.31. The bid, 28.32. The ask, 29. Now, when both the bid and the ask are higher, right? Last price, 28.31. 28.32. 29, both higher, means the market maker is going to push it up tomorrow. So far we've seen 3 that the market maker is going to push down, 1 where the market maker is going to push it up. Great. So the 29s are going for 11 cents for this week. Next week, we're going for 32. So 32 is a better deal for next week, not this week. So you got to remember, on a Wednesday, there's only 3 days left. Okay, so as an option seller, we were looking for 5 days of option value. So on a Monday, you get a full 100% of time value. Tuesday, well, you're down to 80%. And then Wednesday, you're down to 60%. So we got 3 days left. That's it. So chances are having a good option premium on a Wednesday is not as good as it is on a Monday or Tuesday. Very few companies will consistently have a good option value at 3 days left to expiration. All right. Next on the list, Pfizer. Ooh, JD. We could take a look at JD. And 70 questions. Holy shit. 70. So let's see how many I can go through. Wow, a lot of you guys is joining. Excellent. Thanks. All righty. You guys are all joining and all liking it, but nobody's actually. Travis wants to take a look at Marathon. So let's take a look at Marathon. And Calvin Hill is here again. Or is this the second Calvin Hill? I don't know. Let's take a look at Marathon. M-A-R-A. Because somebody suggested Marathon. Ooh, a nice update. Cool beans. Now, I do own some Marathon in one of my accounts. So let's. 88. Simone, how are you today? All right, so. Marathon, a year ago at $10. The bottom was at 8, and that was October. The high is 34, which is a 400% increase in how many months? October, November, December, January, February, March. 5 months to make a 400% from $8 to 34? It's a 400% increase in 4 months. That's like 100% a month. That's freaking awesome. I don't know how many of you guys took advantage of that and how many of you guys actually caught that. Okay? Back in October, $8, 34. That's over 400%. Okay. We're currently at $15.94. Let's take a look at the last 30 days because I like the last 30 days to give me an idea of what it's going to. Dara, how are you doing? Ahmed, Scotty, Haydener, El Zorro, El Zorro del Desperado. Oh, cool beans. Elizabeth, how are you? All right. Last 30 days. Here we go. 30 days ago today was the high at 22.90. And she drops, retrace, drops, retrace, drops. Look at this. 1, 2 full solid weeks of going down. And then we have 2 days to the upside. I love 2 days to the upside because 2 days to the upside on a 30-day bottom, which that is, because here's your 30 days right there. Okay, this is actually 30 days right here. Dropped, retraced, dropped, 2 days to the upside. We're at 15.94. The 15 shit. Okay, so again, this is number 4. The bid 15.94. Sorry, the last trade 15.94. The bid 15.84. The ask 15.88. Both are lower. Market maker's going to push this one down tomorrow. Well, that kind of sucks, especially with an invitation like this. Well, that was a decent update today and yesterday, so maybe that could be it. I don't know. Well, we'll see what happens tomorrow. Is it guaranteed? No, it's not guaranteed. King D, how are you? Count Clout, Danny H, Dennis, Tilio. All right, whatever. Let's see how long I can hold out before it gets really bad. JD, here we go. JD, a year ago we're at 31. We bottomed out at 21. Shoots up to 36. 21 to 36. That's almost a 50% increase. That's cool. Well, we're sitting at 25.90 at the moment. The 26s are going for 37 cents. Cool beans. Let's zoom into this and take a better look at it. All right, so the last 30 days. Here we go. 30 days ago, we're at 25.50. We shoot all the way up to, what's that, 30 bucks. We drop all the way back down to 25 again, up and then down. And now we're going to the upside. Okay, I like 2 days of the upside. One more day of the upside than JD, but a good opportunity to jump in. So I'm going to put JD down. JD, take that into consideration. Next on the list is going to be BA, which is, you'd think it was Bank of America, but no, BA is actually Boeing. Think about it. BA, hypothetically, should be Bank of America. BAC, where did they get Bank of America from with BAC? Anyway. Nancy Gonzalez. ¿Qué pasa, señorita? All right. So, currently, JD, 26. The 26s for this week is over 1%. 26 for next week is over 2%. Okay, that's cool. All right. And the stock is currently at 25.98. That's awesome. Hey, think about it. 25.98. And it's at a bottom going to the upside. Okay, fine. So if I buy it tomorrow at 26.04, sell the 26s, I can get 37 cents a share, which is over 1%. That's just for this week. All right. Pfizer, PFE. Ooh, check a look at that. All right, we're going to take a look at that. That's a nice, this right here looks really nice. But the high of the year, 34.20. The bottom of the year, 25.20. We're currently at 29.74. We can buy it tomorrow morning at 29.72. The 30s are going for 15 cents. That's a 0.5%. I'm going to say no to that for this week. Next week, 33. That's your 1%. Okay, fine. That is Pfizer. And Pfizer is on the list for next week, isn't it? Well, it is now. PFE. Pfizer. All right. BA, which is Boeing. BA. Boeing. All right. A year ago, Boeing's at 210, tops out at 268, bottoms out down here. What is that? 155, something like that. We're currently at 160. The 160. Damn it! This one's being pushed down also. Look at the numbers. The last trade 160.07. The bid 159.61. The ask 159.90. Both of them lower than the last trade. Anytime you have, what do you think about Siri? Simone, we looked at Siri a little while ago. I'm sorry about that. Siri did a reverse split and a merger, so they're a lot higher than we thought they were. Also, Siri's at the bottom of a 30-day period. So we're waiting for Siri to pull back up before jumping into Siri. And that's my cue right there. Let's see if I can push it for the whole hour. Hold on a second. There is only one truth. Well, I'm not going to be 100% agreeable to that one, because truth is perspective. Because my truth is not going to be your truth. This is not going to be his truth. It's not going to be her truth. Okay? So Spider. Guidance, I don't do Spider because it doesn't have dividends. Okay? And the rate of return on Spider's is absolutely horrible, in my humble opinion. We looked at it earlier today, and Spider's only giving like 1.3% yield. So you're dumping like $500 per share, and you're getting a 1.3% yield on Spider. Yeah, no thank you. Also, it's hard to predict why Spiders will move. Now, the dividend stocks we're looking at, Purple Fairy, that's a cool name. Spiders doesn't have dividends, okay? Now, a dividend stock has a dividend, and a dividend is a good indicator of when a stock is going to move. So if you don't have that, can you please check B. Riley Financial? I'm talking about Riley, R-I-L-Y? R-I-L-Y. Wait a minute, we're still on Boeing. Let's do Boeing first, okay? And then we'll take a look at Riley. Okay, let's zoom into that, because we're currently bouncing off a 30-day bottom. Here's your 30-day bottom, which was Friday. Monday was an up day. We thought it would have been good to jump in today, but nope. Good thing we held off, because today she opened a little bit lower than Monday, and then she dropped. Okay, well, we're going to keep our eye on it, because if you think about it, Boeing's 30-day high was 196. Well, now we're at 160. That's a $36 drop. $36 drop on a 190 stock is kind of big. All right, now let's take a look at Riley. I actually have some Riley, R-I-L-Y. Okay, so here's Riley. Now, this doesn't look good at all. I mean, think about it. Check this out. A year ago, we're at 47. Now, we're at 567. And look at the big drop from 18 down to 8. That's a $10 loss. Okay. Last 30 days. Right there. Okay, so 30 days ago, we were at 17. And then we dropped all the way down to 7 and kept on going to have our 30-day bottom just below 5. Well, she went up, she pulled down, she went up. Well, here we are now at 567. You got to ask yourself, what do you like Riley at? Now, I do own some Riley, so I'm kind of partial to it. Here we go. At 567. I can buy it tomorrow at 572, sell the 6s for 15. 15 on a $6 stock, well, that's over 2% for 3 days. But here's the thing. You gotta really like Riley, because a year ago it was at 45. Well, now she's at 560. Now I understand you're gonna make money in the stock market when you buy low and sell high. So why did this thing drop from 45 down to 5 in a year? Well, that's a serious question you need to ask before thinking about buying some of this. In my humble opinion, of course. Because you're going to make money buying low and selling high. Well, you can't get very much lower than 5 on a $45 stock. Okay? All right. Next on the list, AVGO. AVGO. Okay, so let's take a look at AVGO. I see. How about its dividends? Kenny G. Oh, let's go take a look at the dividends for Riley. RILY. Okay, now we want to take a look at all the dividends. All right, so here we go with Riley. Now, Riley's only been paying dividends since 2014, which is only 10 years. 10 years ago, we're at 3 cents. Well, then it doubled to 6. Well, then it dropped back down to 3. Then it jumped to 25. 26, 16, 13, 12, 16, 12, 30, 16, 8, 26, 50, 65, 35, all over the place. Well, look at this. In 2021, it was paying $3.50 for a dividend. Well, then it dropped to 3, to 2, to 4, to 1. Then it's been 1 for a while. Then it just cut it in half again. Yeah, I don't like Riley at all. Don't ask me why the hell I bought it. I know why I bought it. Someone asked me to buy it. That's why. Addis Ababa. Addis Ababa. Cool beans. Kevion, Neville, Clark. How are you guys doing this evening? For sure. Thank you for your input. Appreciate it. You're welcome, Kenny G. Brian O'Kenny. Brian, how are you today? One man shit show. Alrighty then, you know. Emily, how are you? All right, let's get back to where we were. The way we were. Scattered picture. Oh, we're going to take a look at U.S. Steel. U.S. Steel. Okay. A year ago, U.S. Steel is at $30.60. And look at this gap up. From 39, she jumps all the way up to 49. That's a $10 increase. That's a 25% increase overnight. Can you please take a look at DPZ? Are you kidding me, Darwinley? DPZ? I've never heard of it. Okay, DPZ. As soon as we finish up with U.S. Steel, right? I mean, just put you on hold right there. All right. So U.S. Steel tops it out at $50, and that was the end of December of last year. So from there, she makes a big drop. Now this big drop right here, this is because a deal went south, and it was a recent deal. So you have deal makers. What are their job? Their job is to make deals. So apparently the deal that these deal makers were working on went south, and then the stock dropped from 35 all the way down to what was that, 26, 27? Okay, and then Thursday was an up day, Friday was an up day, Monday was an up day. Okay, but today's a little bit of a pullback. We're sitting at 31.22. Okay, but do you like U.S. Steel? That's an interesting question. Because right now, U.S. Steel 31.22, okay, the 31.50, so the 31.50 is going for a $1.18. Okay, 1, 2, 3. That's almost a 4% trade. A 4% trade on U.S. Steel. This company's over 100 years old. It was started by Dale Carnegie, one of the richest men on the planet back in the early 1900s. All right, anyway, I like U.S. Steel. I don't have any at this moment in time because it wasn't quite right for me to jump in it on Monday. Okay? Let's take a look at some more of these. More questions. All right, so Darwinley, you want to look at DPZ? What the heck is DPZ? DPZ. I know. Oh, Domino's Pizza. I thought it was Dipshits. DPZ. Kind of sounds right. All right. 416. So the 417 is going for 2. That's 0.5%. Okay, so the 417s are going for next week for over 1%. Okay. So at 417 at this moment, because it's 416.77, the closest one can be the 417. That's going for 450. If you like Domino's Pizza, okay, it's out of my price range. I like to stick to 250 and below. I'm a blue collar worker. Sorry. So we're looking at a year ago at being at 390. Drops all the way down to 340. Shoots up to 540. Has a gap down. Now we're sitting at 416. Look at the last 30 days. Okay, so here's the last 30 days for Domino's Pizza. All right, 30 days ago, we're at 437. Jump up to 447. Then we dropped all the way down to 400. That was last Wednesday? Yeah, so Thursday was an up day. Friday, Monday, today. Look at the high on today. And then she pulled back a little bit. Okay, but we do have a higher a higher low today. Oh, fuck. Sorry. Guidance, can you please share a good dividend stock that is also good to hold long as investment? All right, guidance. Felix, hold on a second. Hi, James. How about PHM? So guidance, I've actually been showing you decent companies. I think I got 4 or 5 of them right off the top of my head that look good for this week. Now, I can't make a decision for you. You have to figure out what is right for you. So I got 5 rules. Rule number 1 is never buy something you don't understand. Okay? PHM, which is Pulte Group, if you like Pulte Group, I don't know why. It's a little too high for me at the moment. Take a look at the last 30 days. Okay? 30 days ago, we're way down here at the bottom at 121. We shoot all the way up to 137, pull back to 125, shoot back up to 132. So that's a little bit high for me. She could continue to go up and challenge that 136 because there is space. But look at all the space here between the 30-day bottom. See the 30-day bottom over here? And where she's currently? There's a lot more space here than there is here. But at 132, we'll be looking at the 134. 30 cents doesn't work. 180 for next week. Yeah, so it works for next week, just not this week. Ah, shit. All right. I think that's all on my list for take a look at today. And you guys haven't given me a whole heck of a lot of anything to look at. Most of the times you guys bombard me with stocks to look at. Now I don't have anything to look at. Yes, I will add. Thank you. All right. STX looks good. Well, let's take a look at STX. All right, this is going to be the last one. I can feel it letting loose. Shit. Okay, STX, Seagate. All right. Meta's going to be a no. They don't have dividends. Oh, as a matter of fact, they just started with the dividends, and they're very, let's say they're not very generous with their dividends. Ah, shit. Okay. A year ago, 25.50 drops all the way down to 23.50, shoots up to 30.25, and pulls back to 29.38. And we're looking at the wrong one. STX is Seagate. All right, well, let's try that one more time. Andrea, how are you today? A year ago, 65 was the bottom. We shoot up to 114, pull back down. Now we're sitting at 102. The 102s are going for 105. So the 103. See, 102.77 is the current price. Okay. At 102.77, we can sell the 103s, get $1.05, and that is over 1%, and that's for 3 days. If you like Seagate, okay, that's a big question you got to ask yourself. Do I like Seagate? Does it make sense for me to buy it? Well, here's the last 30 days. Okay, 30 days ago, we're at 94. She shoots up to 105, then she drops back down to 95. Well, now we're at 102. Well, where does it look like it's going? It looks like it's continuing to the upside, and that's a nice strong movement. Okay, can we get 1% between now and Friday? Well, right now it's at 102.77. And if I buy it tomorrow morning at 102.77, I can sell somebody who writes to buy it from me at 103, and that gives me 105. That's if it does. Okay, but you gotta like it, because more than likely there's a possibility, because right now at 102.77 it might not hit the 103, because we only got 3 days left: Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. All right, I gotta call it a night. So I can do an hour without my throat hurting. You know, it's going to be a while. So I don't want to push it, and I want to be able to. Thanks a lot. Get well soon. That's what I'm trying to do. So tomorrow probably be a lot more like today. I'm going to try to limit my talking as much as I possibly can. Okay, so bye to Facebook. Bye to you guys over here on Instagram. Sorry, Nick, you just got here. Now I'm just leaving.